On August 2, 1944, USS Flier, under Commander John D. Crowley, left Fremantle for her second war patrol, headed toward the waters off French Indochina. By the night of August 13th, she had cleared the Sulu Sea and was running on the surface through Balabac Strait, south of Palawan. Around 10 p.m., Flier was rocked by a massive explosion. Believed to have been a mine, men on the bridge were thrown off their feet as oil and water washed over them. Air burst through the open conning tower, and from below came the sounds of screams and rushing water. The executive officer, Lieutenant J.W. Liddell, had just climbed below when the blast hurled him back through the hatch. Others came pouring out behind him, and about 30 seconds later, Flier slipped below the surface, still making about 15 knots. 15 are believed to have escaped, but the group began shrinking almost immediately. Lieutenant W.L. Reynolds and Chief Edgar Hudson were both wounded, and when the order went out for the survivors to gather, neither man was seen again. Chief Gunner's mate C.D. Pope also failed to join the group. Ensign P.S. Mayer was still alive, but Chief Radioman A.G. Howell had to keep him afloat. After about 20 minutes, Mayer lost consciousness and had to be left behind. At first, the group considered heading for Comorin Island, but fearing it was in Japanese hands, they turned toward the coral reefs to the northwest instead. It was a brutal swim, and they could only hold their direction when lightning lit up the horizon. After the moon rose around 3 a.m., navigating became easier. But even then, the group kept thinning. Lieutenant P. Knapp became separated and was never seen again. Lieutenant J.E. Casey had been partially blinded by oil and could barely see. Too exhausted to continue, he was left behind. By 5 a.m., Fireman Second Class George Madeo had also disappeared. By that afternoon, Crowley, Liddell, Ensign A.E. Jacobson, Howell, and motor machinist's mate E.R. Baumgart found a floating palm tree and used it to keep themselves afloat as they pushed toward land. The group reached Mantangule Island at 3:30 p.m. Quartermaster Third Class J.D. Russo had already made it ashore after swimming the entire distance on his own, and shortly after, Torpedoman D.P. Tremaine was found on the eastern end of the island. In the days that followed, the survivors searched for food and water and tried to make contact with friendly natives. They lashed together a crude bamboo raft and began moving from island to island toward Palawan. On August 19th, they reached natives who guided them to a U.S. Army Coast Watcher, and on the night of August 30th, the survivors were rescued by USS Redfin.